Well, guys, it's finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Leicester City 0 at Molineux this Sunday afternoon. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. My name is Dave from Talking Wolves. I'm going to be giving my thoughts, immediate reaction on today's draw against Leicester City. A game I felt were, very fine margins. I felt both sets of supporters would have been disappointed to lose that game. But from a Wolves point of view, much better. Obviously not as good as we want it to be, but I think we can definitely take more positives out of negatives in that game overall. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. As always, the support is fantastic. Yeah, the starting lineup was good in some senses. Obviously, of course, we saw Willy Bolly's missing out, unfortunately. Daniel Badence is out for what could be, another month and a half, which is disappointing. But the lineup, we reintroduced Jonny, which was fantastic to see. So we saw Patricio. Wolves revert back to a back five with Jonny at left wing back, Cody, Kilman and Dendoncker as the centre backs today, with Silmado as a right wing back, Martinho Neves in the middle, with Neto, Adama and Willian Jose starting up top. And it took Wolves a little while to go into the game. We sat deep. It was very much, especially in the first half, a Wolves performance of old in the last couple of years, where we sort of sat deep, tried to suss out the opponent, absorb a little bit of pressure, and then sort of try and grab them on the counter, really. That's what, Leicester started off okay on the ball, but when Neto was getting on the ball and Adama in spells, Wolves just looked really, really lively. Neto went on that fantastic run in the first half, set up Adama, who his shot was blocked. I don't think it was a fantastic attempt, if I'm honest, but the run from Neto was sublime. Deserved a goal on the end of it, really. And Neves as well, from I think it may have been the resulting corner, or at least maybe slightly before that. Neves at the back post from the corner, completely unmarked. And he hits it with some power on the side of his foot and it goes over the bar. It was a big chance, a massive chance for Wolves. You could argue Wolves had some of the bigger opportunities in that first half, but Leicester always have that quality. Maddison, who I thought Wolves isolated and kept really quiet today, but Harvey Barnes seemed to be that player today, which caused Wolves a few issues. Just the way Leicester moved it around quite quickly on the wing caused Semedo and co some real problems. We know Semedo at times isn't world-class at defending by any means, but of course he likes to push out, he likes to attack a little bit more. So when they were able to get him behind, Harvey Barnes had a lot of joy down that left-hand side, really, and offered them some opportunities. But I thought Wolves defended really, really well throughout that game. First half was actually quite enjoyable. I thought Jonny was very good for that first 45 minutes. And unfortunately, I think towards the end, he was pulled up. He was feeling something. It felt like he'd pulled up. But I felt he was really good. And that, on the ball, he was comfortable. And getting Neto into the game a little bit more. Adama Traore had the ball, had a decent amount of the ball, but James Justin, especially in the first half, just seemed to suss him out, know what he was going to do. So Adama needed to work on that a little bit more. But overall, I felt, we'd done all right in the first half. Leicester had opportunities, Wolves had opportunities, but in terms of how we actually played, it was the most positive that we've played in a long, long time against a team like Leicester, who are still third in the Premier League right now as we speak. So for Wolves, that was positive. Half-time, unfortunately, we saw Jonny having to come off, which is a shame. Hopefully, it's not the same issue. Hopefully, it's nothing too major. And again, a lot of people worrying that we've rushed him back in. I don't think Wolves and the staff would do anything to endanger the health of any of these players, really. But it's fantastic to see Jonny come back in. It felt like when I watched him, it was as if he'd, never been out, really. I felt he looked really comfortable on the pitch. Keanu Hoover came on, stuck him at left wing-back rather than right wing-back, which we've seen in recent weeks with Nelson going over to left and Keanu on the right. If I'm honest, I wasn't too impressed with his overall performance, Keanu Hoover. Maybe me being a little bit harsh, but I just felt he was a little bit too sloppy today. Just decision-making was a little bit off, gave away a couple of cheap fouls, especially towards the end of the game as well. The best opportunity, or the couple of best opportunities, I think, in that second half, it was Fabio Silva. He came off for Willian Jose, and what an opportunity this is. Beats the offside trap perfectly. Oh, in hindsight, you think he should probably dink it over the goalkeeper. Schmeichel, gets down low. So I think he gets a little touch onto it. But Fabio Silva, what an opportunity. These are the fine margins we're talking about, guys. These are the margins that could, see us break into the top half or not. And these were the same margins last season, which, we lost out on Europe. They're massive, massive chance for Fabio Silva against such Oh, I'm sure. I really hope he doesn't kick himself about it. I thought, he put himself about a little bit. But, when you get those rare, clear-cut opportunities like that, we have to start taking them. And I was quite surprised Willian Jose was taking off. So it was a big amount of game time. Maybe Nuno has learnt from making these substitutions a little bit too late. A good amount of game time for Fabio. Thought his link-up play at times was really decent. But that chance, he's got to be burying it. Little dink over the goalkeeper. I think we're laughing and we could be having a different conversation right now. But Leicester, Wolves, after that chance, really seemed to take their foot off the gas slightly. We still had some decent opportunities. I think in the second half, Adama, maybe in the first half of that second half, was really our main chance creator. He gave Justin a much better game, gave him a bit more of a headache in that half. And we dealt with it. We sat back a little bit more, especially when Jamie Vardy came on, absorbed the pressure a little bit more. I felt, we created our own, we created danger for ourselves. I felt we were a little bit sloppy at times, just not, I think we were panicking to clear the ball or trying too hard to do it ourselves, work the ball out of defence ourselves. But we dealt with it. Vardy came on, had that big chance towards the end. To be honest, I thought it was in a glancing header. Brendan Rodgers was celebrating, but he put it just wide. But I think a special shout out goes to the middle two again today. Neves and Moutinho. Moutinho, last couple of games, has improved ridiculously. Neves has been good as well. And for Neves to sit on a yellow card for about 50, 60 minutes of that game, I honestly thought he was going to come off really early in that second half, but we dealt with that really, really well, and another fantastic performance from Neves. Great play by Moutinho. His work rate today, it didn't go unnoticed for me. Just working for the full 90 and just recycling the play. I felt they did really well. And a shout out to the back three. A back three that's not been really playing together. Cody made some crucial challenges. Kilman made some crucial challenges. Donk was calm and, and composed on the ball, I felt, as well. And I think everyone had positives from that game, for sure. And it's a positive draw for me. I'm happy that Wolves have finally got another clean sheet, and we attacked Leicester a lot more. On another day, I'm talking about these margins. Imagine if we were able to bring Jimenez on for Willian Jose and vice versa. Imagine if we were able to have Marcel come on for Jonny, or Jonny being able to play the full 90 minutes. These are the fine margins, and I think things could have swung in Wolves' way a little bit more if we had that little bit of luck. So I'm satisfied with the draw. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's finished Wolves 0, Leicester 0 on this Sunday afternoon at the start of February. And yeah, another point for Wolves on the board. Be sure to hit the like button down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all very, very soon.